Multiple lawsuits have now been filed in connection to the deadly explosion at an Oak Cliff apartment complex.
Yeah, 3 people were killed, 5 others injured at the Clyde Apartments. Officials say a construction crew hit a gas line, causing the explosion. Now, as victims try to recover and families mourn the loss of loved ones, there's a legal process that's getting underway to uncover what happened. Fox 4's Alex Boyer has more details on the lawsuits. Alex.
Hey guys, you know, it's now been 5 days since the Clyde Apartments that once stood behind me suddenly exploded. And as you mentioned, day by day, we're learning about more lawsuits that are being filed on behalf of people who were killed and hurt.
Less than a week after a deadly explosion destroyed the Clyde Apartments in the Oak Cliff neighborhood of Dallas, lawsuits are being filed on behalf of some of the victims, both dead and injured.
Sylvia Collins was just an absolute gem of a person, a rare, one-of-a-kind person.
Sylvia Collins was one of 3 people killed in the blast. 38-year-old Marisol Perez and her toddler died too. Collins was a precinct chair for the Dallas County Democratic Party as well as a well-known community activist. She was inside her apartment marked in this photo by an arrow when it exploded last Thursday, the drill rig that is believed to have hit a gas line just a few feet away. Attorney Chris Hamilton is representing Collins' family in this wrongful death case. The lawsuit names Atmos Energy, the property owner, the prospective buyer, and the company they and their engineering firm hired to perform drilling activities at the site as defendants.
One of the key questions that we have right now is how were these lines marked and was that done correctly? That is a major question hanging over this.
José, ¿me puedes contar lo que estaba pasando ese día?
73-year-old José Lopez tells me he was injured in the blast. He was inside his unit located towards the back of the complex when it exploded. He spoke through a translator.
All I remember hearing is a loud bang, and it threw me to the ground. I didn't think I was gonna live. I didn't think I was gonna survive. I felt trapped. I got out. There was nothing else I could do.
Lopez says he injured his shoulder, leg, and head when he was knocked to the ground. Attorney Eric Cedillo represents him.
It was a situation where just happenstance, luck of where he was located in connection with the actual explosion, which apparently occurred in the front of the building, is one of the reasons why he survived.
And so Cedillo tells me that he's waiting on the final report from the NTSB to see who they may name as defendants in their lawsuit. Meanwhile, I can tell you that attorney Chris Hamilton, who you also heard from, says that the Collins family is seeking monetary as well as punitive damages for what they call gross negligence relating to her death.